Hi Virgo, welcome to this community. My name's Sophia. So what I was picking up was a new energy, a new like energized energy. So you might be feeling better. So maybe you felt a bit down before. Wanting to start a new kind of thing. And I think there's Mars in Virgo in Mars, something like that. So that's about action and conquest. So I don't know if it's necessarily, yeah, maybe some of you are thinking about, okay, I'm going to go about this a new way. This is definitely connected with the collective readings. Most of my readings are anyway, but particularly I feel this one is connected because I'm feeling the Seven of Swords connected with deception on your part of who you really are. The Seven of Swords is not a bad, how I read it, particularly in this reading, is because you're lying to yourself. That sounds bad, but once you discover who you really are, it's unbelievable. And I get an energy of some of you have even been there or touched on a dabble of who you are, and you know it felt good, but I feel you might be using substances additional sources to get there. You know, yoga, meditation, you know, there's drugs, you know, which mushrooms, I don't know, I'm not good with which drugs and things, stuff to make you higher. But this community, we can help you to do that without having those things, because you'll always be addicted to those things. So there's a new energy anyway. So let's just jump in and let's see what's connected with your person. What's going on there? What's going on with the person? Yeah, I saw the Fool, so jumping into the unknown. But I also saw the Seven of Cups as about your choice to quit this addiction that you're, you know, this whatever. I'll see what that is. This, excuse me, this, I'm by the window. I might close it. Yeah, this card is as well. It's about delusions. So there's something you do here. And this, you might say, Sophia, I don't smoke weed or do anything like that. But you might be a glass of wine. There's something that makes you high and into even meditating. Something that brings you into an multiverse of reality here with the King of Cups. And that connects with your person. So that energy, and the confusion with this reading is that, for example, let's say you do magic mushrooms. I say that because my sister said she's going to teach how to do that. I don't know what she's on about because I don't even know how you teach how to do magic mushrooms. But anyway, so she says she's going to, because she's on my subscription list, psychedelics or something. Anyway, I can't even pronounce that. My point. So say you do that, mate, and you think, oh, that's not too bad because mushrooms, Mother Earth, plants, you know, blah, blah, blah. The thing is, you don't need nothing. Read my ebook. You need no thing. And yes, you know, it's okay and it's natural. I mean, cocaine was natural and supposed to be here for, you know, is a plant that, you know, makes you high and stuff like that. But this is saying also, it's like weed. And you might say that this is my person. I'm just giving an example because I feel it's connected with you. There's some kind of high, and it might be literally addicted to your person, that you need to learn to do that for yourself without relying on this high, because it's like weed. Who said that to me? I can't remember if it was my sister or someone said they smoke high and they get all these ideas, right? And it makes them into higher realms and you get all the ideas. I'm like, yeah, but the bad thing about all these drugs, mushrooms, I presume, I haven't had any mushrooms. I've had a pull of a joint, right? I've done other drugs. I'm not saying I'm not, you know, not guilty, but I can't remember. It was so long ago. My point is that the downer of the drug is like, what's the point of getting high and getting all these ideas? And it used to well frustrate me with certain people that smoke and then get all these ideas. I'm going to do this, going to do that. And I don't know, that might be what you're doing now. You found this new drug and you're like, right, I'm ready to change the world. I'm going to go for my person and blah, 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 blah. As soon as that drug goes off, it's like you do nothing. I used to have people in my reality contact me, and I don't know they're bloody stoned or high. I got this idea, me, Miss Entrepreneur, support them, right? Support them. And then the next day I've got kids, I've got work, I've got to get real. And I'm like, well, why you ring me and tell me all these fucking ideas, waste my time, right? Because I ain't got time for sitting there, ideas of what they're going to do, think they're going to change their life. So I'm pulled straight to this King of Cups. Because I'm like, this delusion, but it makes you connected to your person at the same time, because it's the high of the connection of being that high keeps you connected to your person, because they're a higher being, alien like yourself. But you have to learn to master that, because you can't be on drugs all the rest of your life. You can't, right? And this could be prescription. You don't need any prescription drugs. You don't, obviously, you know, if you got some kind of cancer or something, you know, I'm not saying don't go and do, you know, treatment, but, you know, I'm not being extreme, but I'm just saying there's something here. This could be addicted to tarot that gives you a high that your person's coming towards you. There's something here with this Chariot, the Empress, and this is about moving past it and loving yourself. This high that you get is from you wasn't nurtured from a child. You need to work on that with the Empress here. This to me is you keep going, like I'm picking up, you do some inner work. So this could be yoga, meditation, whatever you want to call it, right? You do this and then somehow you slip back. What this reading to me is a bit like just being 5D with your person. What's the point of that? I never forget early doors, about a year on this channel, someone sent me, and I don't know why I looked, because she didn't book me. She just said, I'll check out this person. But I'm not here for you lot to follow me. Hence, I've got a subscription list. You can go and book off them or whatever, buy my programs of them. But someone sent me, and I thought, okay, sent me an email. She said, this person's really good, and they're with their person. So I went to the channel. She sounded great. And then she's like, when I was talking to my person in the 5D, and I was like, okay, maybe she's got telepathic. I don't have that with David, so what? And then I listened to a few more. When I was talking to my person in 5D, I was like, that's all she does. She literally wasn't with her person and had loads of followers. I'm like, I can't, no. I tell them no. Nah, I want Mr. David here now, mate, in the physical world. It's not real, but that's why I'm here, to experience the experience of the physicality. I'm already upstairs with him. So what are you doing coming down here to experience the physical to then go upstairs? You might as well not come down, is what I'm saying when they say I'm in 5D with my twin flames, whatever. Why come on this planet? This planet is corrupted and unique and a one-off, because you're here to experience what all other planets don't experience. And what this 5D, this delusion, is going in altered realms, this yoga and all that, you don't need it. It helps you to understand how to do it. But I never experienced yoga, meditation, none of that. None of that. I think I had something about that was for abuse. I can't remember, but it wasn't like, oh, I meditate, I yoga, I'm spiritual. There, I was going through my sexual abuse, and I was like therapy, and I went and booked. I can't remember, and this guy was chatting to me. I went under something, this therapy, something, I don't know. So I'm not saying I've never done anything, and it did do something, but it didn't help, to be honest with you. I don't know, I was getting for this reading. 6 of Swords, 5 of... Other people are keeping you stuck in your head This is interesting. There's something about an influence of other people with your parent, your mum. What's this? So the first two cards, you're not moving forward. Because I said initially, there's an energy of wanting to do it. And that's this King of Cups. And the wanting to do it is the passion, which is wands. The wands that are in here is a 5 of wands, which is a shitty card. So it's like other people, there it is. You could be chilling with other people, smoking weed, doing drugs or whatever. And that's when you connect and go into these higher realms. And then you're like, yeah, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to go do mission. I'm going to do yoga. I'm going to do acupuncture. I'm going to make magic mushrooms. I'm like, that leads to you being stuck in your head and 3 of swords. This is his reading. So the energy is there, but the follow through isn't. Because when you come down from this delusion of the King of Cups, it's just, that's all it is. It's a delusion. Your person still isn't coming towards you. He's only giving you a toe. He's dipping his toe in his flood of emotions. But in the realms altered verses, you feel compelled to be with them. That's you. You're just going to be with your person on 5D. It's totally wasted. I want to know what's going on with this Empress. Because the Empress is, this is distracting from inner work with your inner child. Comfort in your inner child. There's something about one inner child as well. It's like you having a child and putting all the love into the child. There's something like that. But that will simply, this is a separate message I'm getting. I'm just going to say it. Some of you want a kid and you will nurture that kid so much. You'll be an amazing mother. I know this from this reading, right? You know, doing all the best motherly ways of doing it. I do motherly things, but not the motherly way. I'll just put it that way. I can see you plaiting the hair, nurturing the child, loving the child fully. Not that I don't love my children fully, but what you don't understand from this is the Empress is that, and I feel this is, I need to go into this a bit deeper, because this is because I think your mother was deflected with other people with this 5 of wands. So you want to have this child to do it, but the Empress is loving yourself first. And I'll tell you why. This is very important you understand that, because when the child gets older, then you're back to square one. I feel a very strong energy of you putting all the focus in loving the child, but that's very selfish at the same time, because people like want to see the children because their children's their life, but your children might want to go play in the park with their friend and they feel compelled to come and play with you. And these days they're getting earlier and earlier, 7, 8 years old. You've lost the child, not literally, but you know, they want to go and do their own thing, literally. Then your life, then you've got to start over. So it's like, this is like just nurturing the baby because you wasn't nurtured. I don't know why I'm getting that. This is about, this is absolutely do with drugs, stuck in the thought form. Imagination. Thinking, and stuck in this imagination creates the heartbreak. Literally the heartbreak. And that will be heartbreaking for all, when you think about, I don't know, when you think about your parent, it depends if you've had a good parenting or not. But even my mum, I didn't have a great parenting. But I remember her partners, you know, over the years. And all I would have loved to her to have was someone to be, you know, a nice partner and see my mum happy. You know, they didn't need to do anything, a big wedding, just probably going around there and her with someone who, you know, just watching telly and being happy with it. You know, she never had a good relationship. And this is you just wanting the child. But when the child will see that you're unhappy, that you're 3 of swords, then you'll go back to following the same pattern that your parents was doing. There's something like that. It's like you're not understanding this concept. The dots that you're doing is following, because I feel that your mum maybe was unhappy. So had you. Then you got older, so she flipped back to going to doing drugs, getting high with her friends. And that's exactly what you're here to cut that. But I feel that you're getting pulled to the same karmic tie of your parents, this reading. It's a bit long, but I want to cut this out here. So anyway, so you want to change that? Book me. There it is. Short and sweet. I'm out. Speak to you later.